Record labels are losing control of global charts. A decentralized power structure is now rising directly from vertical video feeds, fundamentally shifting how hits are discovered. For decades, a few major record labels controlled who became famous. Breaking through required massive marketing budgets, professional PR teams, and approval from executives. These gatekeepers decided which artists actually reached a global audience, effectively blocking anyone without high-level industry backing or significant financial resources. The old system worked through scarcity, assuming airplay and physical records were limited resources for the powerful. By 2026, this model broke because digital distribution and algorithms now provide infinite instant access to every listener everywhere. YouTube Shorts changed how music moves from bedroom studios into the global streaming market, fundamentally altering the way independent songs reach a billion-dollar ecosystem. Algorithms are replacing traditional middlemen, and anyone can start for almost nothing now. This digital shift allows creators to bypass gatekeepers entirely. This isn't just about simple convenience, it's a fundamental shift in how people build cultural capital. Big studios still control massive funding and scaling, but they've lost their grip on how audiences actually discover new creators. Defied, the data shows exactly how this bypass works. By 2026, listeners won't find new music through radio edits or expensive music videos. Instead, the 30-second hook, specifically designed for the YouTube Shorts feed, drives almost all music discovery. Chartlex data shows Shorts drive streaming via high exposure volume. One 30-second clip using a song's best hook and a text overlay sticks in a viewer's head, making them want to hear the full track later. This strategy works because repeated exposure creates a psychological loop. A viewer might skip the Spotify link initially, but seeing that same hook across various shorts builds actual name recognition over time. When listeners find the song on an algorithmic station or playlist, the recognition effect makes them save it. This allows independent artists to bypass the discovery phase that used to belong only to label-funded PR teams, effectively leveling the playing field for creators without massive budgets. You can measure how well these platforms work. Orion Promotion reports that viral stream potential changes per app. TikTok still leads with 9x streams, whereas Instagram Reels averages about 4x streams. YouTube Shorts actually drives long-term growth by providing 2.8x stream potential through direct integration with the platform's massive, interconnected video ecosystem. This integration allows short-form discovery to funnel viewers directly into full-length content. Anyone can run this strategy now. You used to need an expensive, full-scale film crew, but artists now use CapCut Pro for just $8 monthly to make professional-grade edits. This accessibility levels the playing field. New automation tools change how creators work. Opus Clip identifies key moments in studio sessions or live performances, then turns them into short clips with captions. This lets anyone repurpose long-form content without manual editing. This repurposing method is becoming the industry norm. The goal is making music that works as a utility for other creators. When people use your tracks in their videos, you have essentially secured organic, decentralized marketing without paying for ads. Success requires technical discipline. The first 3 seconds rule is the most important metric in music marketing today. Data shows 60% of viewers decide whether to keep watching a short during that initial 3-second window, making that opening moment critical for retention. To grab viewers, artists are ditching traditional music videos for a content-first strategy. They now use behind-the-scenes clips, lyric videos, and commentary to keep watch time high and grow their subscriber counts. Artists win by showing the process, not just the product. Sharing studio struggles or raw live emotions builds a real connection. This intimacy creates a bond that a polished label-produced music video simply cannot replicate for a loyal audience. Subscriber numbers prove this. Artists uploading 3 to 5 shorts weekly gain an average 30% more subscribers and 15% more streaming clicks within 6 months. This growth shows how much short-form content actually drives long-term listener engagement. This consistency builds momentum. As subscribers increase, the algorithm uses that data to find new listeners, expanding the music's reach without spending more on ads. This organic growth creates a self-sustaining cycle of visibility. This newfound independence fundamentally changes how artists make money through Content ID. By 2026, music will be everywhere in digital video. Content ID lets independent artists find exactly where their tracks appear in videos and collect revenue from those views directly. Rather than using copyright strikes to kill community goodwill, indie artists now use Content ID to collect revenue from the creators who help their music go viral. Artists and creators now share the same viral moments. This shift replaces the old fight between copyright holders and users with a direct revenue sharing model that pays both sides when a video goes viral. But the industry has dark sides. As creators race to flood the algorithm, things are getting chaotic. Some creators report that social media feeds are now full of fake fans and paid for viral campaigns that hide who is actually paying for them. Staying relevant is getting expensive. To survive this constant cycle of content creation, artists now run their own production houses, hiring professional videographers and managing strict daily social media posting schedules themselves. This created a middle-class crisis in music. Top independent artists still thrive, but the massive amount of new uploads makes breaking through nearly impossible unless you follow a strict analytics-heavy release schedule to stay visible in the feed. In 2066, winners will be defined by how they turn a viral spike into a loyal fan base. The best artists stop chasing follower counts. They focus on building repeat viewership by telling stories that actually feel real to their audience. Creators know shorts help people find them, but long-form videos and real connections actually build a career. They skip the stream my song sales pitches, opting for raw content that proves they're authentic people rather than just brands. Viral clips no longer guarantee lasting fame. Instead, modern stars must survive on algorithmic momentum. This new career demands a strange mix of musical talent, data analysis, and precise video editing. It is a technical, high-pressure way to build a career that relies on constant, calculated output. Power moved from corporate boardrooms to individual smartphones. Old gatekeepers still exist, but they lost ground to independent creators who realized that by 2026, capturing audience attention is the only way to stay relevant and profitable. How does this change music? We are seeing massive fragmentation. The era of a single monoculture, where everyone tracked the same top 40 hits, has ended. Now, thousands of micro-communities exist, built around specific algorithmic niches and individual listener tastes. Major labels have stopped trying to control distribution. Instead, they focus on the scaling phase. They don't decide who gets discovered anymore, but they still hold the massive capital needed to take a viral artist and turn them into a global icon. The next decade's biggest struggle is winning users' attention within the short-form video feed's increasingly crowded and competitive landscape. YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and Reels are constantly tweaking their discovery algorithms to prioritize different types of engagement. While anyone can post, staying relevant and maintaining consistent visibility is getting much harder for creators. Tools like CapCut make pro edits simple, and Opus Clip can automatically identify the most compelling moments for repurposing content. The gap between independent and major labels is shrinking because anyone with a smartphone can now use the same marketing tools. Music marketing isn't just changing, the way we build culture is shifting. The power to decide what becomes popular no longer sits with a few executives. Instead, it now rests with the collective algorithmic preferences of billions of users worldwide, fundamentally reshaping how global trends emerge and sustain momentum. Global power dynamics are changing fast. To track these shifting trends within the modern digital economy, follow this channel for deep dives. While artists no longer need major label approval to be heard, labels are still needed to scale through funding. The independent revolution is real, but the infrastructure to reach a global icon level still requires serious capital behind it.